for that because a lot of times that's how we get deceived. That's what that's a lot of times how we get deceived. Uh, I'm working on a lesson called "My God, Social Media." I'll probably talk a little about it tonight. Some of y'all go to social media before you go to God. The latest trends, the latest things happening, what's popular. Uh, am I right? Yeah, we do. If we want to know some directions, we go to social media. What happened to going to God? Hmm? Come on, talk to me. What happened to going to God? I was talking to Dr. Canyon today, and I said, it's funny, when I grew up in church, we were told to wait on our mate. We were told to pray about everything. We were, Philippians chapter 4. We don't do that no more. We make our decisions about how another person feels or what they feel on social media. I can't remember the time when it was real insulting for a lady to walk around pregnant with her belly out. They wore maternity clothes. Now, some of them wear workout clothes. I'm talking about the stretch pants and all that. Then have their belly out and think it's sexy. We have accepted so much stuff that social media has exposed to us. And so I'm wondering, are we really seeking God? Used to be a time they tell you, wait on somebody. We all on the internet. We all on Facebook, on Instagram, finding folks. I'm going to tell you this real clear. I want you to hear me. I don't know who I'm talking to. But just because that booty shake right now, it ain't going to shake always. Because when you get to be 45 and she get to be 35, them blowed up after having children and stuff, you know I'm telling the truth. How you get a tattoo on top of that stretch mark? I don't understand it. But some of us are and she said today, they made a lot of sense. Back in those days, we used to seek God. Philippians chapter 4, verses 6 and 7. Ask the Lord. Go to the pastor. Ask the pastor. Pray with me. Some of y'all, hey, I don't know, last time some folks called me and asked me to pray with them. I'm going to talk about that tonight, too. How is God's plan does not work for us? Is that not right? It don't. Ain't that right? That's Sister Earth over there. I can't see you. I need to see you. Ain't that right, Sister Earth? And then you wonder why. I'm getting this thing like this. You wonder why we can't communicate with each other. Now, everything I've never seen so many secrets. Here you are dying on that cancer, but you don't want nobody to know you got cancer. And the people you let know half the time once don't know how to pray. Read. Be anxious for nothing. Come on. See, some of us are so anxious. We're like time gonna run out on you. If God got certain things for you to do before you leave here, you will do them. You don't have to worry about it. Only way you don't do them is you keep fighting him, he won't do it. But a lot of times, we so anxious for nothing. Anybody got another translation of that word there? Don't worry. We so anxious. There used to be a time, before I moved to Georgia, I got strict directions from God to accept to come here. When they offered me the job, it sounded great. And they were going to make me a manager, and my wife was going to work for me. They moved all our stuff. They did all the good stuff. But before I did that, I prayed. Tremendously prayed. Then moved till God moved me. They even said, what we'll do, we'll pay for you to go down there and see the city. We'll pay for your hotel. We'll pay for all your meals. We'll rent your car. They did all that. And we drove down on a Thursday night. It was pouring down raining. Never forget that. That's of God. And I guess that's because of the way I was trained in this walk. So when you say you see God, you don't really see God. And you know, sisters getting offended by it because we don't. Lady said that they said the lady was on a consecration and she prayed 8 hours a day. To get the results that she got. See, someone need to quit acting. We'll talk about that tonight. We act too much. We ain't seeking God like that. That's something I can go to God right now and pray about it. He answers. And sometimes he won't say nothing. I just wait till he do it. I'm not trying to make it happen. I'm not trying to produce now. I'm trying to make you think I'm spiritual. I don't do none of that stuff. But I had to learn. Seek the Lord. Keep reading.
But in everything by prayer and supplication.
By what?
Prayer.
And what?
Supplication.
Supplication is a type of prayer. Okay? By every notice what he said. Everything. Give me Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Everything seek the Lord. It didn't just say church. It didn't just say your spiritual life. It said everything. Ask of God. Come on.
With thanksgiving.
With thanksgiving. Lord, I'm giving you thanks. That's where you approach things in the kingdom. We don't do that. Most of my close relationships have been divine order. I didn't go to church and make friends with people. Trying to get to know everybody. And you see that in the church, in the church world today. And then we pass on the buck. When we had new fellows coming to church, pastor would be in the office. He'll say, "Have you met brother so and so? Why don't you keep up with him?" We don't do that no more. Someone coming straight to church and talk to folks that we already know. And we minister and pray for people we already know. We're supposed to be winning souls. There's nothing wrong with fellowship with the people, but then you got to be real careful about that. Because then you start picking up their opinions. Picking up what they think. Serving God like they serve, halfway. I've seen so many changes in church since I've been pastoring. Well, since I've been saved. I see people go through a whole lot of just change. And I know we ought to be growing, but some of us are going backwards. We're not growing. Come on. Trust in what? With all our what? See, with all your heart. How many trust it with all your heart? Because don't lie, because I'm going to pull it out of you tonight. Don't play.
Sometimes it's easier than others.
Oh, sometimes it's easy. Okay, what makes it easier than others?
Like if I know that he's gotten me through that before, but sometimes when it's new trials, it's a little bit harder for me.
Okay, I agree. Okay, anybody else? This is a very profound scripture here that we overlook. Because I think we overlook it because we know it so much. Read it again. With all thy heart, come on. Stop leaning to your own understanding. Some of y'all know more than God. Y'all done made the decision before God. I know this is the Lord. How do you know it's the Lord? And to correct something, Nikki, you can't always go by the way it was last time. Because God changes the method that he used. Now, he don't change his character. His character cannot be changed. If he's holy, he's holy. And he don't care how unholy you gonna be. God is not going to stop being holy. Come on, next verse. In all our ways, acknowledge him. Let me tell you when you're on the right track with God. When you have exhausted all your energy. If you still got energy to think about something and work it out, then God ain't in it. God will exhaust you. He'll wait till you run out of ideals and don't know what to do. Oh, God. Oh, shout out. That's what I like about it. Oh, shout out. Oh, side. We got all these ideas of what God's saying. What God, no, you don't know what God really thinks in his mind. Go to, hold this now. Isaiah 55. You don't know how God thinks. And you're talking to somebody who think like you, and you're not. That's why God set it up that when they had to get some advice, they got it from one person. You're supposed to think. Now, I'm sorry. Some of these things people say God is saying, I don't agree. But here's my thing: is that's your conviction. I'm gonna talk about that tonight. If that's what you feel, you are responsible for how you feel and what you accept. Nobody else. I don't care how many times people say you're making the wrong decision, it's how you feel. Because I know some of my people, they don't know how to make up your mind, but they don't know how to make up their mind. Let's read. 8 through 11. What it says?
For my thoughts are not your
See, God don't think like you. I don't know why y'all come to this conclusion that God thinks like you. God do not think like you. Can I show you what I'm talking about? We get here today. Listen, please do me a favor. Do not lock that door to that room. That's where our alarm system is at. And when people come here and try to go cut the alarm out, they can't get in there because they're locked and we don't have a key. Please pay attention. So the door is locked and the alarm goes off because she has the door. So she opened the door, the alarm goes off because it triggered it off. So we're standing out there, and so I said, well, call Darion. Okay. So Darion went answer the phone. By that time, the people called me from the security place. Now, I don't know if they started doing it or not, but every time the alarm goes off, we have to pay. See, we don't think about none of that because we're not considerate. This is not your house. This is not for you, per se. So I'm on the phone with a pastor. Shema goes out the door trying to get my attention, and I'm on the phone. So now I tell the pastor I got to go teach class. I ain't telling the alarm was on. I come in here, the alarm goes out. I said, God, what are we to do? So the people called me. I told the man, he was giving me a hard time too. Because they can cut, soon they can cut it off, I know, because I do it at the house all the time. Well, do you want to, how long you want to stay out? Do you want the security system to be out? So I was like, no. So all of a sudden, I said, God, you got to speak. And so Nicky said, do the key from the back door fit? Yeah, it's the same key. That was God. I walked right to the back door, disgusted by how I looked back there, opened the door, and then I got to come through Fat Man Squeeze to get in the church. Because we got everything piled back there. All you got to do is ask God. That Philippians scripture says, ask God. We don't ask God. You know what? We don't hear God. It's because we want God to say what we want him to say, how we want him to say it. Just like when he bless us, we want him to bless us what we want. That's not hearing God. So your thoughts are not God's ways. Saith the Lord. Come on. Next verse. For answer what?
Heavens are higher than the earth. So are my ways higher than your ways. And my thoughts.
Yeah, so stop thinking for him. If you're going to think his word. Come on.
Whether the rain coming down and the snow from heaven and return not thither, but watereth the earth and maketh it bring forth and bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater.
Yeah, see? Your thoughts are not God. So shall my word be. When it goes out of his mouth, he's going to perform it. He don't need you to help out. All your knowledge. I'm going to tell you something. There are several people God showed me. He said, I am going to empty them and strip them of all the knowledge they think they know. That's what he did to Moses. 40 years Moses learned how to do Egypt. God set him on the backside and stripped him of all of it. Your thinking is getting in God's way. Go back to Proverbs 3:5. You think too much. You think too hard. So if you came and told me, well, the Holy Spirit said my time is up, I'm going to say, well, I hate to see you leave, but, be prayerful, and we bless you and go on about your business. But don't get out there and call me. I was thinking about you last night. No, you wasn't. We do that. People do that. Call me. I know, Bishop, I got to pay my tithe. I'm going to send you my tithe. I ain't seen them yet. Because, see, the thing that you have to understand, you should base things on your conviction. If you feel like you can handle the consequences, you think you can handle this, hey, go forward. But this is what we do. We put it on the preacher. You don't know how to make up your mind. You don't know how to hear God, so you come up with all this stuff. Stop doing that. You're hurting yourself. Read. I'm back to Proverbs 3, 5, 6. See? All you got to do is wait. We don't like waiting. We anxious. We are anxious. Some of us are in trouble now because we were anxious. And I don't care how much you hear, the counterfeit comes before the blessing. Some of us going to do like we want to do. Ain't that right? Yeah, you are. Come on. But if you look back, like Nick said, you remember last time you went through that, you got directions and it worked. Why you don't come back and get no directions now? Why? You grown. I'm grown too, but I go to God. I have to go to God because I want to hear what he's saying, not what I feel like I need to tell you. My prayer, when I pray, is Lord, order my steps, not Lord, let me order you. That's not my prayer. And some of y'all spend a lot of time trying to order God. You'll go crazy. You really will. Come on. Next verse.
In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
See, go to him and ask him. He'll direct you if you go to him. Most of us don't go to God till afterwards. After we made all these crazy decisions, after we done all this, and then we go to God. And then when we go to him, we expect him to correct it right away. Sometimes God lets you, my wife taught me that. There are decisions I made because I was the man of the household. A lot of times she wouldn't come at me about it. She'd just sit there and watch me make mistakes. Some of us don't do that. Come on. And he said that in all thy ways, do what? Acknowledge him. Lord, I'm finna go down to Alabama, Lord. So I need to know what path you want me to take, what you want me to do. We don't do that no more. I guarantee you we don't. We too busy. We too busy. So, I'm getting ready to go and get ready for Bible study. I'll be right back out. My lesson that I'm going to teach tonight is crazy. But you need to know who your God. Social media is some of y'all God. Let me tell you what's going to happen. I got a call today, and my godbrother called me. His brother's in the hospital. You know, Maurice is real stubborn and hard-headed, and he really is. I said, where's he in the hospital for? He said, somewhere with his pancreas. I said, where'd that come from? I knew where it came from. He said, drinking. The last time I saw him, I was down there for the funeral. He was drinking. it's gonna mess y'all up when stuff come out. So y'all have enough sense to understand. Y'all have made social media God. Yeah. So I'm trying to see who you're gonna serve, social media or God. I really kind of hate they came out with all some of these devices because, see, it's very distracting to God. That's why you can't hear God talk, because you're being distracted. You're being distracted. God forbid, if all our social medias and all our cell phones go down, what we gonna do then? What you gonna do? Some of you gonna be in trouble because you can't Google your answer from God. Let me Google this. No. Wait on him. That's a lack of trust. You trust a system more than you trust your God. You trust what these people are saying on that screen more than God. So that's why all of us are trying to go to all these different places, Puerto Rico and this place like that, and that place, because you don't hear God. Because not one time you go is for ministry. God bless you. It ain't for God. You know, good way to go to Mexico for God.